Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use the Analytics Cluster Interface, or the ACI. The Analytics Cluster Interface is a command line interface that allows users to issue commands to visual prompts. On the ACI, users can perform any action that can be done on the Cloud Workspace web page. To operate the ACI, you open up a terminal and type in ACI and then your command. To see all the ACI commands, you type in ACI and press enter. As you can see, there is a list of commands here on the left and then a list of descriptions here on the right. Also at the top there are options for every single command. These are flags that you can put onto every single command that's below. I mainly want to point out the help flag. Say there's a command that we want to know more about, or we want to know what kind of flags the command has. All we have to do is type in ACI and the command. So let's say history, so ACI history -- help. So that'll bring up a list of flags that the command has, as well as a list of descriptions of what these flags do. It also contains a description of the command itself right here. So to start running ACI commands, we first actually have to type in the ACI login command to make sure that we are logged in. If you are already logged in, it's going to prompt you to make sure you want to refresh your token. I'm going to press yes to show y'all how to log in. So we'll press yes, and the first thing it's going to prompt us for is the username. As you can see here, there is my name in brackets, and that just means that that is the default option. Since I've already logged in, I could just press enter and it'll input Brandon.Dorner for me. And we'll actually see this throughout the ACI, these brackets. Wherever these brackets are found, that is actually the default option, and you don't have to type it in, you could just press enter. So I'm going to do that now. Next thing it's going to ask us for is the password. So I'll type that in now. Then it's going to ask us for the URL, and again I have a default, so I'm just going to press enter. And now we are logged in and able to run other ACI commands. And I'm actually going to clear this terminal out. So one cool thing about the ACI is that we can actually skip through a lot of the prompts with these flags, and we could actually compound the flags on top of each other to make one really long command that has no prompts. So for example, I have the ACI launch command. And as you can see, I have a flag for every single prompt. There's the ACI launch type, there's the ACI launch count, ACI launch spot instance, the image, the subnet, the security group. I have a flag for every single prompt. So now I don't actually have to go through any of the prompts. I can just press enter. And as you can see, without using any prompts, we launched an instance. And again, if we want to see all of the flags, all we have to do is type in ACI, then the command. So let's type in ACI launch and then -- help. And that'll bring up all of the flags that we need for this command. Another useful command is ACI status. We're going to type that in with the help flag to see what it does. So what it does is it gives you the current cluster status, and you can see that there's a few flags here. We're just going to type it in as is ACI status. And what it'll do, it'll give you a list of the servers you have running. It'll let you know if there's a node balancer available and what the node balancer type is. As you can see, I only have one server right now. I have the master server running, and it gives you all the information about that server. One cool thing about the ACI is that every single command has a JSON output for scripting purposes. Of course, this is only for commands where that is applicable. One command I want to go over is the ACI list subnets. So this just lists the subnets that you have available to you. It prints it out in a table like this, but say you want it in JSON output. So we'll actually do ACI list subnets - help, and I'll show you that there is a to_JSON flag. So we're going to put that in, and it's going to return the output as JSON. So ACI list subnets -- to_JSON. And then it gives the output in JSON format. And this is really cool. This works for all of the commands where applicable. We will go into each command more in depth in the next videos. We'll see you there.